Hi, my name is Lorena Orozco, and I'm going to be informing my audience about disaster preparedness kit. And this is my audience.
I'm Paul.
Martha.
Letty.
Abercrombie.
Josie.
Chewy.
Hi, I would like to inform my audience on how to prepare for any disasters, because it can strike without any signs or any warnings. It is very important to have a plan for the unexpected, because if you're not prepared, and then any type of disasters like a hurricane or earthquake or any fires, we're not going to know what to do, and then we're all going to be not calm, and then if you're not calm, you can get hurt. There are 4 steps to safety that we need to follow. It's think what could happen to you. Create a disaster plan. Complete a checklist and maintain and practice your plan. Remember, when Hurricane Ike in 2008 happened, a lot of us didn't know what to do. We didn't have water. We were running out of gas. We were running out of food, and then there were some deaths occurring because by trying to evacuate, everybody was going crazy on the roads, and that's how the deaths occur. But if we would have been prepared, when we would have been more able to evacuate in a nice and healthy manner, and we would have prevented that. So that's why it is very important to do a disaster preparedness kit. Also, you need to call the Red Cross Emergencies Office, learn your community, learn any warning signs, and how they sound, how they look, so you can know what to do if that occurs. As well as what to do with your pets, because in some rescue departments, when the rescuers come and get you, they're not going to want to take your pets because there can be injured people out there, and infections for all of that during. So you need to know what to do with your pets, and as well as you need to know how to treat an elderly, or what to do with a disabled person if you run into one. And you also need to know your work, the school, the daycare, and anywhere where your loved ones likes to spend most of their days at, to see if there's any disaster plans. Because you need to know if they have a disaster plan out there for you and your kids. Also, you need to meet with your neighbors, and you need to know your neighbors, because what about if there's an elderly person and if he's your neighbor and you have a hurricane and you need to evacuate? That person's going to be stuck in that house because nobody helped them. So, we can also help the rescuers by helping our neighbors. And you also want to get an out-of-state phone number from a relative that's not in town, because what about the phones are not working? Who are you going to call? You need an out-of-state phone number. And you need to be prepared, have water, food, change your food and water every 6 months, and pick a place where you need to meet with a person in case of a fire, earthquake, or hurricane, to meet with your loved ones. The checklist is you go home, you check any appliances, any electricity appliances or any gas leaks that you might have, and fix them. Or also you can go home, and if there's hurricane season, we all need to go home and check for appliances that might be fire hazards. But no, I'm sorry, potential hazards, like they can fly, they need to be strapped down And then we need to board our windows in case the hurricane is near. Put an emergency phone number by your phone, because we can have a phone on the wall. It don't have to be, or your cell phone. Just keep the cell phone, charged, and put an emergency phone numbers in case you're not home, and your children can know who to call if they need it's an emergency. Also, you need to stock supplies. Fuel your vehicles. Make sure your vehicles are full, because in example, when 2008 happened, Hurricane I happened, we were hunting gas stations to get fuel. And there were some cases that there was no fuel. And then we need to practice and maintain what our plan. So we need to conduct a fire emergency evacuation. We need to practice that. Okay. And replace stored water and food, like I said, every 6 months. And for a person, it's 2 quarts. So we need to have a gallon per person, because each person needs 2 quarts. And so the main important is, if you have a Ziploc bag, you put your name, your address, your phone number, your important papers, and your disease, your allergies, in case you're out somewhere, knocked down on the floor, if someone runs into you, they can know how to attend to you. So, anybody has questions? Yes.
Is it 2 quarts per day, or
It's
water?
Yes. No, actually they said that it's a gallon per person. So you should have a gallon per person, that you should have enough at least for a day. So if you have to figure it out how many quarts it is.
Yes, how about the animals?
The animals?
Is there something that we can take them for safety, or do we take them with us, or?
No, we can't take them with, well, if you're going to leave the city, then yes, take the animals with you. But like I said, the rescuers come and they're going to take you where they're, they take you, they're not going to let them in. So I'm sure the animal hospitals, we can call them and get better information and inform ourselves more what we can do with our animals in that situation. Anybody else? Yes.
Where do we get these numbers? Emergency hotline
Emergency.
numbers?
Oh, I forgot to mention, on the grocery stores, they have little flyers on what to do. Like if hurricane season comes, like right now we're in the hurricane season, you can go to any grocery stores and they'll have an emergency kit, what to do.
Is it true that that we can register, like for somebody who's bedbound, that we can register them ahead of time and let them know that this patient is bedbound, and they will prioritize him for help? Is that true?
Yes, that is true. You can call 211 and you can enroll that person if he needs to be rescued first. If he's a homebound person or oxygen needed, that he needs electricity more than anyone else. Anyone else? Well, thank you for coming, and that's why it's very important having a disaster preparedness kit.